Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys Blues, 1975. YouTubers on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Blues, 1975.
Continuing my gameplays of what I consider to be the best arcade ports on the ZX Spectrum Revisited, I had to take a look at Road Blasters, released by US Gold in 1988. And the micros, at least, because I think there is a NES version in this country, were all released by US Gold. So you have Spectrum, Amstrad, Commodore, Amiga, and Atari ST. And it's based on an arcade machine of the same name released by Atari in 1987. It was a big hit, and if you completed it, there was a phone. I only know this because it's documented. I never completed it, I don't know anyone who did, but there was a phone number on the screen, wasn't there, where you could write it down and then call them, because it would only give it out if you beat it, and you would get a t-shirt sent to you. So how many of you stood behind the bloke in front of you and you wrote it down as well? Or was it a unique number? Don't know. Anyway, it's a favourite word, vehicular combat game, where you're in a post-apocalyptic future and you drive your souped-up car down never-ending highways, or rallies as the game calls them. There are 50 of them, each divided into 3 difficulty settings, as you can see here, and you have to make it across the finish line before your fuel runs out, so you don't have time. And it's been ages since I played this, and I don't think you have live, but as you can see at the bottom left-hand corner, high score, top right-hand corner, my score, but in the middle, fuel, you have a reserve tank and a main tank, and you top these up, and it's important that you keep doing, or you'll run out and then the game just stops, by driving over bubbles. There are a whole bunch, I don't mean my former dog, there are a whole bunch of enemies to shoot and destroy, because obviously the difference between this and other sprite scalers is it's Mad Max influence, where you could shoot shit, and there are pillboxes and stuff like that, and weapon upgrades, and then like this hovercraft comes in and drops a weapon that bolts to the top of your car. And also, what the hell car was that on the box art for this US Gold? Just saying, this was really popular in the arcades, and at the time I always thought, why? Look at it compared to the Super Scalers by Sega. It looks like a pup compared, but it's a completely different game. And the reason it had an amazing sit-down cabinet, it wasn't like, you know, articulated or anything like that, or hydraulic, I should say, but it just looked the business. But the point was, you could shoot people in this game, and that's what made it bigly different, or big difference I should say, bigly different from its contemporaries. Yeah, so I love this in the arcade. We saw it when my school won, or my house at my school, think Harry Potter if you're from outside this country, won the overall tally of house points that year, and we got a day out trip at Butlins, or Summer West World, or whatever it was, in Minehead, which was just down the road from where we used to go on holiday anyway, so it was kind of cool. We knew the place. Yeah, and they had an amazing arcade, or arcades, and they had Road Blaster. And then obviously it was released to all the home systems. Some are better than others. There is a linked version that's pretty good. And yeah, loved it. Magazines loved it, and people who played the arcade loved it. So, it's got great AOI chip music. You can expect, much like normal, for that not to be in the game, which sucks, as do I at it, because I love it, but I'm appalling at it, both in the arcade and here, and I have a gameplay of the arcade. So we're going to go with Bubble City, but what annoys me is, in 1988, you won't let me define the keys, US Gold. Shame on you. So M is fire, that's right. O left, see, P right, the horizon changes, and then A is accelerate, and S is decelerate. Why? Why can't I have a key above and a key beneath? It just feels more natural. Anyway, we're going to go with Bubble City. So, let's get into this. Fire. Right, so there we go. Speed to the right of my tank. Left, right. Fire. So as ports go, there are no gears. It's quite similar to the arcade. It really does look it. It's just monochromic. Obviously, bollocks. It doesn't scale as well, but then the arcade never scaled like, you know, the Sega scalers anyway. Like I said, it's the thing that made it different was the fact that basically it's Mad Max, and we'd all seen Mad Max at that point because it had been on satellite TV. And so yeah, Just give me the ability to shoot shit, and I'm happy. As you can see, your fuel, I don't know what he's running. The last of the V8 Interceptors. He's armor plated. Brake, like I said, time isn't an issue. It's fuel. I don't think there's any undulation in it. I don't think there's any undulation in the arcade. By all means, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh! Oil. Surely if it's that spare for the pillboxes. Bonus fuel or do spin, skid, whatever, handbrake, press the birds. No, he didn't. I'm pretty sure he did in the arcade. There's a Mega Drive version as well, which is nigh on Arcade Perfect. But like I said, we loved it because it was different in the arcades to all the other racing games, and you got a pretty bang on home port. If you thought it was a weak game and preferred the other games like, you know, I'm not going to say Outrun on the Spectrum, but Chase HQ on the Spectrum and Le Mans and stuff like that, well then, you weren't going to like this, were you? Handles quite well, apart from the fucking up and down keys being forced upon you by La Retard. Hey, get it! The only problem with that is it made me miss all my fuel. So now we got a roof cannon. Hey, take that, you pillbox bastard. Mine! Where's the mine? Thing is, it's a bit hard to avoid shit on a corner. Kind of, oh! Like real life. I have no Scooby. How I got through that then? Big chunk. If you slow down, the bubbles, they flows away. I swear I got one of them and it just decided that it didn't want to. Well, have you? That's the one you want. So yeah, basically, any weakness of this game is inherent from the arcade machine. And I was a big fan, as you know, of the super scalers. Stay in the middle of the road. Generally seems to do it. But even I loved this. 16-bit versions on the micros. Pretty much the same really, just a bit more polish. Bells and whistles, if you will. I don't know why, but that is super satisfying. It's probably because you piss through fuel quicker than... Oh! Any business, in any game ever. Stay in the middle of the road! That seems to work. It seems to massively slow down there. I'm sure he's supposed to like handbrake styly across the finishing line. The music's great, I just wish there was music in the game. Oh look, I've got a UZ cannon. Change of colour, you know you're progressing. Why don't you start a race with your reserve tank full? I'm not talking about gameplay mechanic wise, I'm just saying Future Boy here, who's riding the apocalypse. I feel he's not giving himself the best chance. Oh fuck it! That was my Pepsi. Turn! Turn it on. Go! Corner's a bit tricky. That just makes you lose, well, nothing really. A problem if there's mines or an enemy around you, because, like I said, time isn't an issue. Go around him. Hey, it's quite responsive actually. I will say that. I just said it, so there you go. I just like them apples. That halfway stage, pedestrian crossing. Stay in here, this works. Bubble. I do like your car sprite as well, your car sprite. Ooh, hitboxes are a bit shit or squiffy, but that would appear to work in my favour. And it's to your credit. Way game. Yeah, why in all these games can we not have the music in the game? I'm just saying. Obviously score for shooting stuff, blowing stuff up. We like blowing stuff up. We're the Road Warrior. Otherwise known as Mad Max 2. Going low on fuel. Ding! Ding! So, basically, fuck. Basically, fuck. I thought I'd done really well on fuel. Come on! Oh, look at that. Is it supposed to do that? Thanks, Rozzers. Every time, every time. I do live on the beaches of the West Country, so apologies for that. The Rozzers. Reserved for what? I didn't read it. Yeah, I started with this. Why did I start with this? Is that a bonus stage then? Because it was blue. I think it was. I think you stole that guy's wallet. And obviously because it was loaded with fuel. It might not be. Yeah. These. Missed one. Fuck it. I was just about to say these controls are surprisingly tight. That bit's a bit annoying. It always turns. Look, I've got 2 guns. 1 for each of you. I mean, you can say it's a bit samey, but again, see prior statement that any weakness of this game is inherited from its arcade brethren. I liked it anyway, and it got good reviews. And there was a disc version. Yoink! Undulation would have been nice, but again, none in the arcade. Look at that, feather the brake, even though it's S, which is a stupid fucking key to use. Again, no fucking choice of keys in 1988. Seriously, US Gold. Seriously. But arcade port wise, compared to some of the shizen you put out, this is banging. That's why I put it in this series of videos. So, best arcade ports on the ZX Spectrum. Oh! Ew! I love you. I don't know how much fuel I'm getting at a time between the difference between the specced ones, freckled ones, I don't know, dithered ones, that's the word I'm looking for, freckled, that's the word I'm looking for, and the ones that are fully green, because I don't want to look down, because shit will find my face. That's the problem games like this. The dash is rendered fucking redundant. Oh, I don't think I missed much then, did I? Empty, credits too. Beep! And stuff. Words to that effect. Oh, okay, just hold far down. My bad. Yoink. Yoink. That's where you waste fuel, because I don't care about you, mate. Fuck. Because you slow down, or because I was slowing down so I could get both of the fuel spheres, orbs, but obviously one disappeared, and just by pissing around like that, I at least rinsed my main tank. Stay in the middle. Stay on target. I like the fact that it gives me such a massive warning. That's quite nice of it, I feel. I need fuel. Bollocks! No, come back, fuel. Is it still going to be there? Will it remember it? No. Ah, you fucker. Is it randomly generated? I don't know. It feels like it's different every time. Or I might just... I don't know. It's just I'm going Harry Clappers. So different speed determines where you meet the fuel, if you know what I mean. Yoink! Need fuel. What was... Oh, mine. So it's interesting, sort of, you know. Oh, I thought it was fuel, even though it told me it was a mine. Experience, or, you know, twist on a game, I should say, that it has no time as such. Fuck monkeys. What? Oh, cheeky. Randy Forster. There's no way I can do 50 of these. Can't special weapon. Alright. Gotta wait for it to finish, haven't you? Again, fill up both tanks. Get tiger points. They still do them? Yoink. Yoink. Whoa. I don't know if it's worth going back so you don't miss any. And we just... Is that a fucking boat? I don't even know what these are. Oh, they're bikes. Oh, cool. Well, they look like bikes until they go around corners, and then I don't know what they are. A little slowdown. What's a little slowdown between frames? It's not massive. Look at the scenery fucking going, Harry Clappers. Oh, you fuck bastard. No! No! Denied! Credits left, 1. That gun seemed to make no difference and just carry on firing like it is now. I think the first fuel was here, so we'll see if it's the same. No. It's just mirrored it. I'm staying in the middle of the road. If I get it, I get it. If the road moves, don't care. You weren't beating this without pokes, were you? Let's be honest. Bollocks. Only got 1. Stay in the middle. I'm going to say something out loud which is going to doom me, but the pillboxes are awful shots, aren't they? And I just worked out top right hand corner is the stage you're on. Halfway. Hey, that does your fuel as well. Yoink. But yeah, if you loved the arcade back in the day and this was the only way you could play it on your 48K Spectrum, you would have been more than happy. As I said, I like the game, but clearly any weakness of it compared to other driving games is simply because it's a port. That's what I get of its arcade brethren. Parents, if you will. Yoink! Ah! I scratched my face, I got away with it. I did it after I died. Yoinkers! Well, oh my god, I've got time to look then. I'm not doing very well. At least my fuel tank, my reserve tank was full. Where is it all? Zed Millivan nicked it all. Shies and balls. Excuse me. And we're out. And relax. There isn't any fucking fuel for me to collect, to be fair. Fuck you, SO. There you go. Credits are out. Made it to stage 5. Not bad for the first time I played this in about, I don't know, 8 years. Yeah, Road Blasters on the ZX Spectrum. It's a really solid port of a great arcade machine. Just not the best driving arcade machine, but that doesn't mean it doesn't deserve to be here, because I loved it back in the day. Anyway, it's always a lovely thing, especially if you played this version back in the day. I think there's a NES version as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.